Right now, Pittsburgh's best sports show is about to begin. Call us or tweet us. We got things to talk about on the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call.
All right, thanks very much, Ken. Good evening, everyone, and welcome to another edition of the Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call right here on Pittsburgh CW. 412-575-2600, that is the number to call. It is the Bordas and Bordas hotline. We'll take your calls there, and tonight we begin with another Penguin win. They had their 8-game win streak snapped the other night against Chicago, a team that seems to beat them every time they play. And tonight, the Penguins always seem to beat the Florida Panthers when they come to Pittsburgh, and they did again tonight. And if you want to see the difference in value of goaltending, all you have to do is look at this game tonight. Matt Murray, 36 saves. He's been tremendous on this current run. Now 8-0 with a .963 save percentage. At the other side of the rink, you have a veteran like Roberto Luongo, who they give a lot of money to. They expect better results. His save percentage is under .890 now. And he gave us some questionable soft goals, I thought, to Tanner Pearson as well as Riley Sheahan. Penguins get 2 shorthanded goals. Matt Murray makes a save on Connor Sevier, who was trying to get a shorthanded goal. And the Penguins come away with a 5-1 win. The Capitals also won tonight as they beat the Flyers. Ron Cook of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette and 93 and Joe show is here. What can you say? It was a Penguins at home playing their style of hockey, getting great goaltending. And a really sick goal, which if you did not see, we'll show you at 11, from Sidney Crosby with this blade of his stick, which only he can do the way he does, I think, Ron.
Well, first of all, you make me feel better. You coughed before we even get started. You didn't say it 2 words and you were coughing.
It just
That's
happens.
me, man. I'm fighting it. But when a pro like you can do it, I guess I'm okay. Yeah, Murray was just sensational again. I thought he was the difference in the game. 2 of the worst power plays I've seen in a long time. The Penguins got 2 shorthanded goals, and Florida could have had at least 3, if not 4. The Penguins gave them horrible shorthanded chances. But again, as you said, Murray was better than Luongo. They're just on a roll right now. Murray is on a roll right now. A couple fights in the game, although I guess Aston Reese got hurt. I don't know if it was from that fight. Sullivan said after the game he's going to be out for a while, and Hornquist never came back. I think he took a puck to the face.
He did.
And no word on how severe.
Aston Reese went to the penalty box, and he was flexing his hand. He hit him a direct shot to the head. And when you do that, it's going to hurt your hand. I've seen guys break their hands after fights like that.
Right.
So that's a dangerous kind of thing. But
yeah,
we'll see.
and I mean, I'm hoping Hornquist isn't out long.
Yeah, he's been
badly.
They really do. In the meantime, Penguins will go on a 5-game Western trip. Oh, my, this is going to be one of those nights.
We're off to a great start.
We have the Anaheim Ducks, the Los Angeles Kings, San Jose Sharks, Arizona Coyotes, and then the Vegas Knights.
They're not home for 20 days.
Right, and they come back, then they have an all-star break in there. This is a good trip. The last time they went on a trip like this, it was to Western Canada, you might recall.
Yeah, they blew them out 3 in a row out there.
So this is kind of one of those that I think guys look forward to. They get away. They spend a lot of time. I know they're going to spend a lot of extra time in that L.A. area. So we'll see what happens.
Ron Burke will probably take them out to dinner.
I'm not surprised if that would happen. All right, how about this? Bruce Arians is 66 years of age. He's already retired from the game many years ago, I thought. At least that's how it was
for 2 days.
And then he goes on to an interim head coach. He goes to Arizona. He has another job. How about the head coach of the Tampa Bay Bucks? I was surprised by this only because I'm not convinced that Jameis Winston is a franchise quarterback. But Bruce seems to be wanting to get back in the game, Ron, and he's back in the game now. They had to go through a physical to make sure he was okay to triggers of coaching.
You know, he once told me when, he had luck in Indianapolis when he took over when Pagano was sick, and then he had Carson Palmer in Arizona, and he told me, I'll never coach again without a quarterback. He obviously thinks Winston can get it done. I think these coaches, a lot of them, have such a competitive bug inside them that they miss the game. They miss the competition. I don't know if he was happy at all doing the broadcast last year. He wants another crack at it. I think he's an exceptional. He's worked with Peyton Manning. He's worked with Ben. You go right down the list of guys. Maybe if anybody can get it out of Winston, it's Bruce Arians. I wish him nothing but the best. One of my favorite people.
Me too. Cliff Kingsbury, by the way, is now the head coach of Arizona. And he went to USC, and it seemed like Lynn Swann didn't want to let him go after he just basically signed the contract to go there as their offensive coordinator. Fired. I don't know what to make of that because he could not coach Pat Mahomes to much success as a team, and now all of a sudden, Ronnie's back. He's in the NFL as the head coach of Arizona, which has Josh Rosen as their quarterback.
We were talking about this on the radio. Why isn't Dabo Sweeney mentioned for any?
Never. You never hear his name.
What has Kingsbury done, compared to what Sweeney has done? Now, maybe Sweeney just makes it clear he wants to stay in college. Maybe his style is better suited for that. How about him? 2 national titles in 3 years.
And that young quarterback. We'll talk more about it. We're due for a break. It's 412-575-2600. Call us, share your opinions. We'll take them next right here live on Pittsburgh CW. The Ireland Contracting Nightly Sports Call is brought to you by Ireland Contracting, Pittsburgh's #1 home exterior expert in roofing, siding, windows, and gutters.